all is definitely set for Sadio Mane to join the club Arsenal. Hello everyone and thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter. Make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on whatever we've definitely got to bring to as long as it is sport and as long as it is Arsenal related right up here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Kals, as we talk about sport, as we talk about Arsenal, who's going where, who's remaining at the club and who is the club definitely going to sell and whom do you think the club should definitely sell. Anyway, right about now we're talking about the one and only Sadio Mane. We'll remember that Sadio Mane has played in the Premier League for quite a long period of time, and then he moved to the Bundesliga, and that is where he has been playing for Bayern Munich, and things did not go on quite well. But you'll remember that Sadio Mane, when he was in the Premier League, he played quite well, scored 111 goals in the Premier League. He was definitely a brilliant football player, and he was playing for Liverpool, and he had a few misunderstandings at Liverpool, but though they didn't come out on air, he didn't want to remain at Liverpool. That's how he ended up at Bayern Munich. And when he got to Bayern Munich, Julian Nagelsmann didn't play him quite long. He had his own issues, and also after you remember that he did not play. Sadio Mane did not play the World Cup because he had an injury, and then Julian Nagelsmann, who is a great manager, also left the club, and then Thomas Tuchel came in. When Thomas Tuchel came in, when he had just managed 1, 2, 3 games, there was a big fight between Leroy Sané and Sadio Mane, and that's what brought up this decision of him wanting to leave the club. So he's wanted to leave the club for some time. Immediately after that happened, he was definitely not good and was not looking at remaining at Bayern Munich. He was requested to stay by some members of the management, but he's not willing to stay. And when you look at what happened, definitely the football players at Bayern Munich have not treated him the same ever since that saga happened, because fighting was not a solution that he should have taken. That's what they said. However, that does not take away the fact that Sadio Mane is a great football player, a very wonderful football player. He scored quite a number of goals in a very short period of time, and he understands the Premier League quite well. He's played in the Premier League for a very long period of time. He's played against almost all clubs, actually every club in the Premier League. So when he comes back to the Premier League, it will be definitely a bonus. So Arsenal are looking at possibilities of signing this gentleman. Arsenal are digging deep into signing this gentleman, making sure they can get this gentleman signed for the club. So I think if Sadio Mane goes to Arsenal, it will definitely be a good deal for the club. You can let me know what you think about him joining the club. I will remember that his market value is £75 million, and that's what Bayern Munich want, but it will be remembered that it could increase with time, because Sadio Mane is a talented football player, and the club Bayern Munich has just recently invested quite a lot of money in him, and they'll be looking at making a bit of profit out of him. So it could be different. It could be different. It could come higher than £75 million, which is his market value. We could be seeing a lot more being offered to him from different clubs, and that's why Arsenal need to act fast, since they have shown quite a lot of interest in this gentleman. It will be remembered that the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, and Mikel Arteta, the current manager of Arsenal, plus Edu Gaspar and Edu Gaspar, that was the co-owners of Arsenal, Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke, also had a crucial meeting about how they can possibly land this signing. So Sadio Mane's agent was talked to, and nothing has come out just as yet, but all we know from that meeting, Stan and Josh Kroenke agreed to the proposal from the pair from Stan Karionki and from Mikel Arteta and Edu Gaspar requesting to cash in on him, put in the money. If the club definitely sells him, they want to definitely have him. But the striking lane at Arsenal isn't bad. I mean, with the fact that Arsenal has Gabriel Jesus, who plays quite well, and also this young striker, who is this? Getting, I'm forgetting the name of this. Oh, he's a very good striker. Edin Ketia, sorry. Edin Ketia, who is a good football player, good striker. So I don't know whether they are looking for the third striker to make sure everything is sorted. But if you have Sadio Mane in your club, you're definitely very comfortable about what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You definitely understand what you're doing because you're sure that Sadio Mane is going to score. If you have Gabriel Jesus in your club, you've got Sadio Mane. Those two definitely is going to be a brilliant one. So Arsenal is looking at reinforcement in different sections, but what I think reinforcement in the midfield is something that is going to be good, and reinforcement in the striking section is also going to be a very good one. So they're looking for forwards. So for those of you again who do not know who Sadio Mane is a Senegalese professional football player who plays as a forward for Bundesliga club Bayern Munich and the Senegal national team, widely regarded as one of the greatest African players of all time. He is known for his pressing, dribbling, and speed. He's got a big pass, and he's 31 years of age. And 31 years of age, then his salary right about now is been paying 22 million euros. Is Arsenal willing to pay 22 million euros? That's also something that, as of 2023, what is being paid is 22 million euros. Is Arsenal willing to pay that amount of money? That's also something that we need to look at or talk about. And his current team is Bayern Munich, definitely. Then he's also played for the Senegal national team, and he's been number 10 for Senegal, and his height is 1.75 meters. In nationality Senegal. Then his parents are Satao Toure. He's been regarded as one of the best African football players, if not the best. He's one of the best. So we need to look about his statistics also, and we see what he can bring on the table. What can Sadio Mane bring on the table? It will be remembered that Sadio Mane this season, he's not had the best of seasons there last season, but mainly we need to look at when he was in the Premier League, what he managed to do in the Premier League, because he's a brilliant one. He's a very good football player, and he's managed to play quite well. Anyway, we need to say his best season. Also, his best season, I think, it was in the Premier League. He had his best season in the Premier League. Mane enjoyed his best season ever, finishing with 22 goals to share the Golden Boot with Mohamed Salah's and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. A more delighted look at players' appearances. He's got 196 appearances in the Premier League. He's got 57 appearances in the Champions League. FA Cup, he's got 8 and 4 in the League Cup. And I will be remembered that for Liverpool, because he's going to come into the Premier League, he's definitely the last season he played for Liverpool in the UEFA Champions League. He managed to score 5 goals in 13 appearances, and also in the Premier League he managed to score 16 goals in 34 appearances, and made a wonderful 2 assists and a big 66 shots, and shots on target he had 37. And definitely that was a brilliant one. You can definitely see when you see goals scored per season from season 2016 2017 to season 2021-2022. He's had goals scored. He's got 13, 10, 22, 18, 11, 16. Anyway, he played quite well, and he's a brilliant football player. Undoubtedly, nobody could not have Sadio Mane. Everybody likes Sadio Mane. So I think Arsenal should cash in on him. They should act fast and make sure they get him, because he could be up. He's up. It's not that he could be, but he actually is up for sale, as he's not coordinating with the football players at the club that he is in. But we definitely know for a fact that he is a brilliant one, and once he gets to Premier League, he will do what he was doing in the Premier League, and that is definite for a fact. And that's why Arsenal need to take advantage of the situation and make sure they can sign this young football player, not that young anymore, but talented football player, very, very talented, extremely talented. If he can come and play 2-3 seasons for the club, then Arsenal could have a few more trophies. After Arsenal could have some trophies. Definitely, if the manager Mikel Arteta is looking at getting a few more, getting a few trophies on his list at Arsenal, he should definitely look at bringing talent, big talent like Sadio Mane. So I think it could be a brilliant move for the club Arsenal. If Arsenal definitely get this gentleman, that will be a brilliant move. So Sadio Mane is well displayed. Talking about the saga that happened, that everybody didn't expect that saga. I must say, him punching somebody in the dressing room. He punched Leroy Sané, and Leroy Sané's lips were all big and stuff. So that's one of the reasons he's leaving. So somebody asked me, isn't he going to be a problem when he gets to Arsenal? Isn't he going to be beating some people? There must have been something in there that led to that. We shouldn't blame him 100%. We don't know the story because it wasn't given to us. There was nothing about the story. All that was said was he was punched. You never know, possibly. And black don't crack. So possibly Sadio Mane is a person who's grown up from Senegal. He must be very energetic and stuff. Possibly Leroy Sané would have definitely started, possibly would have started a fight that he couldn't stop, but you're joking with an African who's eating fufu. You're joking with an African who's eating fufu, and what do you expect? If he started the fight, possibly acted in self-defense, And if you saw what happened in the game, that when it started in the game, Leroy Sané was trying to criticize him over something, and he looked like, what's happening? Sadio Mane looked aghast, like, oh, it's not my fault, He definitely, he didn't act strange, but he looked sorry, and all of a sudden what we had was, oh, they've had a fight inside there. Anyway, that's what also brings in, that's what football is. That's sometimes that's what makes football interesting, the tension, the pressure that comes with the game. And I think he should have been in a better position Sadio Mane should have been in a better position to control his anger, as he has always done. I mean, Sadio Mane has been known for great things. He's been known for charity, helping people, a love for human life, not fighting and stuff. So that was a negative for him, and I think he can improve on that. But once he's improved on that, he is a top football player. Even rarely does he get yellow cards or red cards. I can hardly see. Looking at statistics all time, I think the best is. I don't think he has even a red card. He has no red card. He didn't get any red card in the Premier League. He's got a number of yellow cards. He's got 2 per season since 2017 to 2022. Two yellow cards, and then that was in the UEFA Champions League, and then the Premier League is got 5-3-3, 2-3-1. Definitely that's per season, also not the biggest of cards. And champions, the EFL Cup has got no yellow card whatsoever. FA Cup Shield is FA Community Shield has got no yellow card, no red card. He's a disciplined football player. I don't know what definitely happened, but whatever happened is none of our business. As long as he's a great football player, as long as that's not going to happen in the dressing room at Arsenal. If he is signed at Arsenal, and he should be in a position of knowing that things can always be talked through, and fighting is never a solution. But you know how we Africans can be, definitely. Sometimes you just get out of control. But I never be like that. I'm not saying him out. Anyway, Sadio Mane is a great football player and he can be a great fit for the club Arsenal. And if Arsenal have him, I think it's going to be massive. I think it's going to be a great thing if Arsenal can have Sadio Mane. And Arsenal willing to cash in on him. Stan Carrionk is willing to get the money out of the bank for him. £75 million isn't quite a lot of money for a football player like Sadio Mane, who could possibly win you an English Premier League title. Not a lot of money. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Kaus. Thank you and goodbye for now.